Have you ever been on a project where everything seemed to be going smoothly, but suddenly a key person raises an objection that derails your progress, or perhaps a crucial stakeholder simply disengages, leaving your project without vital support? It is a frustrating and common project problem, and it happens when stakeholder engagement is not properly planned. In this lecture, you're going to master the foundational elements of stakeholder engagement planning. This is not just about avoiding problems, it is about proactively building alliances and ensuring your project has the support it needs to succeed. You will learn how to anticipate needs, manage expectations, and effectively involve everyone from day one. This skill is absolutely essential for your Certified Associate in Project Management exam and for your career. So, what exactly is stakeholder engagement planning? It is the process of developing appropriate management strategies to effectively involve stakeholders throughout the project lifecycle. A stakeholder is any individual group or organization who may be affected by, or perceive themselves to be affected by a decision, activity, or outcome of a project. Engagement refers to the level of involvement and influence these individuals have. This planning activity ensures that the right people are involved at the right time with the right level of influence. Think of it like organizing a community festival. You have many different groups involved. There are local businesses, residents, city officials, police, performers, and volunteers. Each group has different interests and different levels of power or influence over the festival's success. Simply identifying them is not enough. You must plan how to actively engage each one. You cannot just send the same email to everyone and expect success. That would be a planning mistake. Your project management team must first identify all potential stakeholders. This typically happens early in the project. Once identified, the team performs a stakeholder analysis to understand their interests, influence, and potential impact on the project. This analysis helps to categorize stakeholders and determine their current and desired levels of engagement. For instance, some stakeholders might need to be kept fully informed, others consulted, and some actively involved in decision-making. The Stakeholder Engagement Plan is the key output of this process. It is a component of the project management plan that identifies the strategies and actions required to promote productive involvement of stakeholders in project decision-making and execution. This plan is not static. It is a living document that you will update as the project progresses and stakeholder needs or involvement levels change. It is your roadmap for building relationships. To create this vital plan, you will gather inputs such as the project charter, the project management plan, enterprise environmental factors, and organizational process assets. Enterprise environmental factors include things like the organization's culture or political climate. Organizational process assets are your company's existing policies, procedures, and historical information. These inputs provide the context and resources needed to craft an effective plan. You will also use various tools and techniques. Expert judgment from experienced project managers or subject matter experts is invaluable. Data gathering techniques like brainstorming or interviews help you collect information about stakeholders. Data analysis tools such as Power or interest grids help you visualize and prioritize engagement strategies. Decision-making techniques, including multi-criteria analysis, guide choices on how best to engage each group. Meetings are, of course, essential for collaboration and plan refinement. A common confusion for many students is distinguishing between the Stakeholder Register and the Stakeholder Engagement Plan. The Stakeholder Register is simply a list of identified stakeholders along with basic details like their role, department, and contact information. The Stakeholder Engagement Plan, however, outlines the strategy for how you will interact with each of these stakeholders based on their analyzed needs and influence. It is the how-to guide, not just a list. In our community festival analogy, the Stakeholder Register lists all the groups, businesses, residents, officials. The Stakeholder Engagement Plan details how you will engage each group. You might hold a town hall for residents, individual meetings with key business owners, and regular updates for city officials. This proactive approach ensures everyone feels heard and valued, preventing last-minute surprises or resistance. This is how you prevent that common project problem we started with. As we conclude our discussion on predictive planning, remember that effective stakeholder engagement is not merely a formality, it is a critical success factor for any project. You must continuously monitor and adjust your engagement strategies because stakeholder needs and influence can shift. Mastering this planning process will significantly improve your project outcomes and boost your exam readiness. Now that we have covered the crucial planning activities in the predictive project management section, our attention turns to how these plans are put into action and subsequently controlled. The next lecture, Executing versus Monitoring and Controlling, will clarify the distinct differences between doing the work and overseeing its progress, preparing you for the next phase of the project lifecycle. You are building a comprehensive understanding of project management, and this continuous learning will empower you to lead projects with confidence,